It's 5 p.m. Are you ready?
I don't know, not yet, but go ahead.
Okay.
I will.
Okay, you ready now?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. You know, Rick's going to be on in just a couple of minutes.
I'm
you know
excited.
That, right?
That's why I was running behind.
Okay. Hey, we got a bunch of people already on here checking it out. Jerry Salavada is on. Vic Dardzinski is here. Bruce Samorsky. This is going to be fun.
All right, quiet on the set.
Shh! Listen!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start the party.
Broadcasting around the world. Polkas After Dark. This is your number one internet station. The music you love right here, right now. It's another live broadcast special edition. Now your host, voted your number one IJs of the year by the members of the United States Polka Association for 2023 and 2024. Here's your host of Polkas After Dark, Rob and Jerry.
Hey, well, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is. It's all good, kids, because you guys are here with us.
And we're here with you.
On Polkas After Dark, the Sunday afternoon edition. And this is the fun part where we get to talk with some really cool people. And today, we're not going to be interviewing a musician, but we are going to be interviewing one of the best dancers out there ever. And we're going to be talking with Rick Koritkowski. And he's going to be live with us from, listen to this, South Carolina. But he used to be a Connecticut boy, then he used to be a Binghamton boy, and he moved around, and now he's hanging his hat and his shoes, actually.
I bet you the people recognize those.
I bet you they will. Hey, we want to invite you to stick around. There's going to be a lot of fun here this afternoon. And let's go ahead and start out with an appropriate song. And here we go, Mr. Rick. This one is for you, buddy.
Tak sobie tańcują nawet bez muzyki. Czerwone buciki, czerwone guziki. Tak sobie tańcują nawet bez muzyki. Tak mi grała, czerwone bucika będę tańcować.
Oh, yeah. Yes, this is the way to get it going. Hey, there's the Red Shoes, Polkas, Scrubby, and the Dynatones. Of course, Mr. Larry Trojak himself on the vocal as we get things off and running on a Sunday afternoon with all your friends. Some of our new friends are joining us over there in YouTube. We thank you ever so much for doing so. Let's see, who do we have here? We've got Debbie and Captain Debbie Rymanowski and the captain of Haruku's Hellraisers. Boy, he remembers Rick very, very well. They both do. Ashley Torres is here. Also, Denise Anilowski. We've got Jacob Yaroshinsky. Hello to you, Jack. Also, Jerry Salavoda. Once again, front and center here. He's going to have a good time as we get a chance to talk with Mr. Rick Koritkowski. And he's coming up real soon. Vic Dardzinski, you probably saw your picture there, Vic. And we got to get you on at some point in time for an interview because you've got some great stories to share. We are certain. Hey, also Bruce Zamorski, DJ Bruce. He is here. And also Marcia Rocca Moscato. Hello to Chris Tansky, our Buffalo Polka Booster president. And, of course, Danny Roy. So that also means that the lovely Carolyn Renee is here. We're going to be seeing them in just a couple of weeks, which is going to be a lot of fun at that pool party. You know, we've got a bunch of different songs here that we're going to be playing with dancing shoes and all kind of cool stuff, especially for Rick as we wait to bring him on live. You know, he's excited, we're excited. And here's one by Happy Richie's Polka Band. Here's one called Good Day to You, and put your dancing shoes on. Hey, here's a tune made very popular by Mr. Happy Richie's Polka Band, Put Your Dancing Shoes On. We're so glad you decided to join us this afternoon on Polkas After Dark. Although it's not even dark yet. Rick, it's not dark where you are yet either. So maybe put a towel over your head or something, because we're not live with video, just audio. For you anyhow.
Sure ain't Valentine's.
Happy Richie's Polka Band, good day to you, and also put on your dancing shoes. And kids, you know why we are here today, and we are going to be celebrating with one of our best friends. You know, I've probably known Rick for, oh gosh, I hate to say this, but over 40 years, 40 plus years.
I remember meeting
going
him
way
for the
back.
first time at
Where?
Polish Villa.
Oh, was that right?
Yes.
And that was for a Dingus Day,
Dingus Day.
probably.
That was the first time I
Interesting.
met him.
Interesting.
A long time ago. I think we had just started dating, and that's where I met him.
You just started dating him or
You.
started dating me?
Dating
Oh, okay.
you.
Oh, good.
So,
I'm
almost
glad we
15
clarified
years.
that. I didn't want to have one of those Coldplay videos coming up or anything like that. Hey,
We're going to say hello to Rick. He's over here keeping the chat room hopping today. We've got Janet Dilly with us, as well as Jane Pfeiffer and Ken Hutchings, as well as David Barton. And Paul Romanowski's here,
Paul
as
Romanowski,
well as
Romo.
Mr. Pianer.
aha, Kevin is here.
We got Salty Dog hanging out with us.
Yeah.
And a bunch of others not yet signed into the chat room, but we do want to welcome everybody that's listening
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, and we'd love for you to click on that subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner, right down there. I keep getting my signals confused here. That's actually right, but I'm pointing over my left shoulder because I have to be backwards of you, unfortunately. Hey, Linda Petrozeski is here. Donna Zielinski, two Niagara Falls ladies. Of course, Rich Pijanowski, his lovely Mrs. Jennifer is here. We also have Patricia Mazer. She's tuned in. Chris Curtis. Holy smokes, Chris Curtis remembers Rick from way back in the day. Ray Bajiewicz Jr. is tuned in right here on Facebook Live. And once again, also to Denise Anilowski. Looks like Linda Chipchak Merwin, also Mike Chipchak, and of course Marty Merwin are here with us. Ellis Fischler from Canada. She's up there in Ontario. Welcome to you, young lady. And also Mr. Dave Lubovinsky is here. The married guy, the recently married guy, David and Faitha.
The honeymooners.
The honeymooners, and they're going to be honeymooning for years, trust me. Did you see some of those pictures? You know, they went on an awesome trip. We'll be talking with Dave, I'm sure, at some point in time. But folks, we are here. We are gathered here today to hang out with a good friend of ours, Mr. Rick Koritkowski, a dancer extraordinaire. You guys heard the Red Shoes polka that we started out the broadcast with, and we just have to show these again. Rick, I am certain he still has these. He probably still wears these to this day, on occasion. But we'd love to see him take a trip up here maybe next Dingus Day. That would be a lot of fun to hang out with him. Hey, here's a tune by the Dial-A-Tones. Here's one called These Dancing Shoes. Hey, also to hi to Mike and Darlene Reel, and also to Michael. Hey, Mr. Dave Rozansky is here, and Mike Charney. Hey, thanks for all you do for polka music, Michael.
You don't have to be a big star just to wear these shoes. They're made for ordinary people just like me and you. All you have to do is shine them up so they look bright, and put them on before you start to polka dance tonight. These shoes were meant to use while polka dancing. They're so much fun, it's almost like romancing. But when you're done, there's one rule you must follow. You take them off and give them to a friend tomorrow. Shoes are worn by people all around. Some are near and some are far. They move from town to town. Soon it's gonna be that time when they come back to you. You'll shine them up and put them on. Now listen what to do. These shoes were meant to use while polka dancing. They're so much fun, it's almost like romancing. But when you're done, there's one rule you must follow. You'll take them off and give them to a friend tomorrow.
yes, sirree, another fun tune. That's the Dial-A-Tones out of Chi-Town, Chicago. And you're tuned to Polkas After Dark. We're getting excited because in a little less than maybe 5 minutes or so, I'm going to be giving a call to Mr. Rick Koritkowski, and he is going to be talking live with Jerry and I, and we're just going to reminisce about a whole lot of stuff. He did say that he's going to let everybody know where those shoes came from, how the shoes got their fame, not just because he put them on his feet. Hey, we're going to say hi to Bobop Kalisek. He is here. Also, let's see, who else? Ronnie Dombrowski. Hello to you, Ron. Polka DJ from WXRL. He's the only guy with a 7-day-a-week broadcast, yes. And we won't mention the other station. I don't know if we'll get in trouble for that or not. Hey, Susan Blackburn is here. Hello to you, Sue. And Jerry, you said you had some more people over in the YouTube chat room, correct?
Just more chatting. Lots more chatting.
More people chatting. Mm-hmm. And you know who else we have?
Romo said it was 106 in Waxhaw. Now, most people don't know where Waxhaw is, but it's just outside of Charlotte.
Okay.
So I can only imagine what the city itself feels like right now.
Oh.
You know, because if it's 106 on the outskirts, I can only imagine how hot Charlotte is.
Ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
Yeah. That's when AC comes in handy.
Yeah,
you can't live down south and not have AC.
No. Oh,
definitely
actually,
not.
The last week or so, we wouldn't have been able to live in this house without AC. Hey, we're going to also say hello to a great couple of ours. I've known this guy, accordion player extraordinaire, for 150 years, and he doesn't look a day over 110. He really doesn't. He's almost
almost the weather.
Almost the weather, yeah, down there in North Carolina. Hey, we're going to say hi to Mr. Nicky Nido, his bride, Valerie. Here's a song by the Mass Brass. Nicky on the vocal. Here's one called Be My Baby.
Bądź mnie kochanka, nie mów modzie, bo ja cię kocham, oj na wieki. I zawsze blisko się do mnie chce, za to ja śpiewam tę piosenkę. Będziemy mieli życie radosne, kochanie mocne, całowanie. Weź moje rękę i mów mi będziesz, powiem na zawsze, z tobą będę. Jak czas przeleci, dzień po dniu, w moim sercu zawsze będziesz. Nasze kochanie nie mi jest pewne, bądź mnie kochanka, bo kocham cię.
Hey, how about another brand new song? This one came out, this weekend actually. I believe it was released for Pulaski Polka Days. Here's a song by Blue Magic, one called Always Late. And here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is how you can order your copy. There's two ways to do it. One is the CD, another is an MP3s.
With your kisses, won't you come here in my arms and stay? Always late with your kisses. Why, oh, why would you do me this way? Just how long must I wait when I know you're always late with your kisses? Why, oh, why would you do me this way? Always late with your kisses. Won't you come here in my arms and stay? Always late with your kisses. Why, oh, why would you do me this way? Just how long must I wait when I know you're always late with your kisses? Why, oh, why would you do me this way?
That's a brand new release off of the Blue Magic recording, Frankie Lishka and Company. And that, of course, is Always Late. One of the first cuts, actually, it is the first cut off of that recording. And folks, we are fortunate enough to have today with us an amazing guy. And I have said this, I don't know if he does play an instrument. He may, maybe he just hasn't played out, but we'll ask him that too. But he's going to share a lot of great stories with us. And we're talking about Mr. Rick Koritkowski, and he is down there in sunny Myrtle Beach. Rick, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh,
Thanks a lot for having me, Robin and Jerry. Thanks so much. This is very exciting to me.
It's going to be exciting for us too, Rick. Come on.
We are so glad you could do it.
Yeah.
Well, thanks a lot.
Yeah. Hey, so, I usually do this. We are going to start out by asking a couple of standard questions. How old were you, Rick, when you heard your first polka song?
Well, I guess from the first time I could remember from hearing a song, it was played in my house. So I know, everybody in this field pretty much were influenced by their parents.
Oh, yeah.
And our polkas were played all the time in my house, especially on Sundays, because there was so many polka shows on back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
You turn a dial and there was one on almost every other channel.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
It was constantly being played in our house. And my dad was the biggest influencer on me. He was a big Marion Lush fan. So whenever Marion came into town, anywhere within, 3 hours or whatever, I said, we got to go see him. So, he always took us to see Marion. So
nice. Now,
that's how, that's when I first kind of, heard polkas.
First got your feet wet, no pun intended.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so how old were you when you heard Marion Lush for the first time?
So, like I said, if I could remember, 5 years old, 4 or 5 years old, probably, back, you know what I mean? So, that's when I, just seeing, just going to the dance with mom and dad.
Yeah.
And
hey, did I lose you, Rick?
No, I'm here. You still there?
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
It may have just dropped out momentarily. Right. That does happen once in a while.
He used to take me and my two sisters. I have 4 sisters, but the other 2 weren't really involved in the polka music.
In polkas. Okay. All right.
Yep.
And now I'm going to jump ahead. I'm going to jump the gun. tell us the story about the red shoes, please.
Yeah, sure. So I have a friend of mine. His name was Edward Wissolowski. Lived in Binghamton, New York, and we used to bartend together. And he always used to get dressed up for Halloween behind the bar. And he came in to work with these red shoes on. And I told him, I said, you know what? I really need those shoes after we're done. You know what I mean? Because, you know, it's the red is the color of the Polish, and he knows that because his last name's Wissolowski.
Okay.
We call him Whiskey for a nickname. But yeah, and he let me use those shoes to come up to Dingus Day one year. And that's when I introduced the shoes up into Dingus Day.
Right.
And I went to give them back the next year. He said, no. He goes, Rick, they're yours. Have
wow.
Them. So, yeah, so I've been wearing them, you know, Dingus Day ever since. I did break them out on the cruise. I went on the PCM and the news cruise this year.
Cruise.
I did break them out then. So.
And I'll tell you what, that we saw a lot of video from. We saw a lot of pictures from. That had to have been a kick.
Well, it was amazing. Just, you know, I met a lot of people on the cruise that I never even knew. And, I heard their names a lot. See them in the chat rooms constantly. Royce and Linda Plott I never met in person. Yeah. And, you know, just a lot of people from the Midwest and all that. And just, you know, it was great. It was great to see a lot of young people, too, still going. As you can tell in Pulaski, I can't believe the crowd's out there. It looks amazing. I have never been. Never been to
Pulaski, Wisconsin. Well,
no.
that is a place that I visited only with the Dynatones a couple of times. And boy, you want to talk about a fun time. Hey, you know, you are going to be very, very honored because we have a gentleman that is watching right now that is probably one of your top buds musically and vocalistically, if there is such a word. Mr. Lenny Gomulka is in the chat room over here in Facebook.
Oh, wow. That is an honor. I've growing up, he was kind of my idol. So I heard earlier you mentioned about if I ever played an instrument. Well, I did take up the trumpet.
Oh, you did?
I did take it up for a little while, but sports got in the way back then. So unfortunately, I took the route of playing sports and not continuing with playing the trumpet. And I'm really kicking myself for not doing that. I know I could have picked it up later, but it just, that's how unfortunate it was. But, yeah, Lenny's always, I appreciate tuning in, Lenny. Always, whenever, the guy's amazing. And he's been one of the reasons why, polka music is still going and going strong.
Right. You definitely have that right.
And just listening to his albums when I was a kid. I mean, I don't know how many I wore those Eddie albums out when I was a kid with the headphones on, sitting in my dad's chair, rocking in the rocking chair, just tune after tune,
all the
amazing.
Different bands that Lenny worked with over his career. You know how people put on Million Miles? Well, he probably has a million recordings out there. A lot of them when he was up here in Buffalo playing for Val's Dingus Day this past year, the pre-Dingus Day, we got him on Saturday evening, Jerry and I, and we were talking to him. Wasn't even an interview, but just an amazing accomplishments that this guy has had. So real down to earth. But he said, my buddy Rick, polka fan extraordinaire. Just so you know what he's saying there.
One quick thing about Lenny.
Sure.
I went on a couple road trips with him. Actually, I went on a road trip with him to Dingus Day one year, and we're at the villa night after, just partying our tails off, and he goes, Rick, you got to try this Charnino. He goes, this stuff is great, right? So I don't know. I was a little skeptic, and I said, all right. So I tried it. I took one spoon of it, and I immediately said, I am not having this ever again.
You sound as bad as me. Jerry loves it. God, I can't handle it.
It was the worst stuff ever. I don't know.
I guess it's an acquired taste like those that drink scotch.
Yeah,
huh?
But yeah. So whenever I hear that song, I always think of Lenny in the Villa. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, we miss the Polish Villa. That, of course, is no longer in existence. The building is still there, but it's been closed for a little while. So now I'm going to ask you a few more questions here. Just like I said, my ADD kicks in. I'm all over the place on these interviews. But Where were you originally from? Where were you born?
So 1969, March 16th, Old Saybrook, Connecticut, just a little town on the shores of Connecticut.
Okay.
And, just a great little town to grow up in. Rode our bikes everywhere, It was a summer town, so the population increased, triple in the summertime. So,
Okay.
But yeah, it was a really cool town growing up. And then I want to say around, I think it was 1976 or 77, when we got introduced to Mary and John Anderson out of East Lyme, Connecticut. And they were the head of our dance group called the Happy Children Dance Group out of East Lyme, Connecticut.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if you remember John and Mary Anderson. Do you, Robin, at all?
No, I unfortunately do not. I do apologize, but that is one couple I don't recognize the name. I may have known them to see them, but no, sir, I do not.
Unfortunately, Mary has passed, but John, instructor of our group, still lives down in Florida.
Oh.
Now, yeah, so now he had his three children, John Anderson, Laura Lynn Anderson, and Christine Anderson were in the group. Laura Lynn dated actually Weasel for a while back in the day. And I was really jealous of that because I had a huge crush on Laura Lynn. I mean, yeah, I was like 6 and she was like, 14, you know what I mean?
I do.
Okay, and then there was Mike Theus and Joe Theus.
All right. Now, Mike Theus is a name that I recall. And, I think I lost you again. You keep fading in and out.
I'm sorry. Are you there again?
Yeah, yep, you are. Okay. You are here.
So Mike was, he was my right-hand man. We took off every weekend for a polka. We go to Bayway first, then we go to Ludlow. Then we go, next weekend we go to, Massachusetts, Rhode Island. There was always, every weekend there was dances within an hour of each other where you can, pick and choose and go. And Mike and I did it every weekend for, quite a few years.
Yeah.
After the polka group, the dance group was around for about 4 years.
Now, what other dance groups, or what are the names of the groups that you had performed with over your dancing career?
So basically, it was just the one dance group. Now the smaller kids were a sub of the Happy Children. We were actually called Sugar and Spice. There was only like 6 of us in it.
Okay.
We were the real little kids, and then the Happy Children were the bigger kids in the bigger group, and then eventually we fell into the Happy Children dance group. And we used to perform on the East Coast a lot live. Happy Louie used to do it. Play for us live a lot. We used to like venues that aren't even around anymore. Wrestling Farms. I don't know if you remember Wrestling Farms was a place in Farmington, Connecticut.
They used to hold
dances and places like that. We just used to go every weekend. We were booked. We were playing jobs. I remember dancing at racetracks and festivals all over the place.
Holy smokes. So how many years did you actually perform in the dance group?
I say we were around for 4 years.
4 years.
Not very long time, but
okay.
We got a lot of traveling and things done in that time.
Now, when you were doing your traveling as a little tyke, did they have like fundraisers or anything that you would have to participate selling candy bars or sandwiches or?
So when we would perform at the dance, we'd go out, we'd do our performance, and then we'd go around with buckets, and we'd have bumper stickers on it from all the festivals, and we'd hand them out to the people and have them, throw a donation in there. And, we'd get the buckets and, because we used to travel in a motorhome. John and Mary had a motorhome, and we all used to travel in that. So, that went towards all that kind of stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, so. But these places were packed. So, you had, 300-400 people at a dance, on a weekend, and, you pass the bucket around. I think it added up.
Oh, yeah, it sure did. It definitely did, for certain.
Yeah,
So with all the bands that you have heard from inception, I know you've got some favorites, and I know you have some favorite spots that you have heard polka bands at. Give us just a few of the locations, whether it be festivals or conventions or whatever. You've traveled a great deal.
Sure. Well, Pillar Polka Bration is always going to be a home to me.
Yeah.
I pretty much grew up there. Pretty much met my posse there. Vic Darzinski, his wife Liz, Pete. God rest his soul, Billy. You know, Robin, you were good friends with Billy.
I sure was.
You know, that whole crowd. You know, Brian Ignatowski. I mean, all those people. You know, we had a special group up there in New England that we kind of hung out with, and that's when I was like 12, 13 years old. I just met them at Ocean Beach and kind of got to know them at Ocean Beach. So Ocean Beach is always going to be home. Ludlow, I spent a lot of time at, and Windsor Locks. Those three places, I spent a lot of time in Windsor Locks, Polish Home.
The Windsor Locks, too. Now, you just mentioned Connecticut, Ocean Beach, and they just celebrated another event. The Dombrowski brothers, Wally and Richie, had another successful venue out there. It seems to be catching on once again. I mean, you're talking back in the days, oh gosh, I want to say 80s and late 70s, early 80s, because I remember playing with the Sounds back in those days. But, you know, you're saying that that's kind of home for you. You actually were able to go back and visit this year, weren't you?
Yeah, actually, Robin, I make it a point to go home to that festival every year because don't know how long it's going to be run. So every year we just, and they announce every year, oh, it's coming back. And I'm like, yes. So, no, I make it a point because I get to see my people. You know, it's where I grew up. But Robin, we did that for 11 days back in 11 days. Just think of that.
Yeah, during the week.
I mean, it was just 11 days on the beach was, oof. I mean, it's home. It's home, and it's great. And, it's home.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
No, you are right. And, seeing Lush and Eddie Blazonczyk Sr., and, all of the bands that performed there, just an amazing time. And, you're right. The beach was the favorite spot to hang out. And I think when the weather cooperates, it still is.
Yeah. Everybody does. Everybody likes the beach. Although Mike Theus did not like the beach. I don't know why Mike, my buddy, my right-hand man, never came to the beach during the day. He lived right around the corner. He lived in Waterford. He lived literally, 15 minutes from the venue, but he didn't like the heat. He didn't like the heat, so.
Yeah. No. Hey, and again, different strokes for different folks. Hey, we also have Mr. Johnny Lawrence. You know him as John Wonderlick. He is here. John. He is here in the chat room as well.
John, thanks for tuning in, John.
Yeah, and Sue Howard, a.k.a. Sue Darlack. Susie Darlack, that played accordion for Jan Simon's musical airs for a nice stint. That was a lot of fun. Michelle Wojtowicz is here. Ray J. Yaroshinsky is here as well. Nice. Who else do we have? John Antune from Uniontown, Pennsylvania is tuned in. I'm going to shoot a name over here for you, Marty Olshansky from Pennsylvania. Another crazy guy.
The great Marty Olshansky, as I always call him.
There you go. Most definitely. Mike Charney is here. Everybody loves Michael.
I love Mike. Mike, hey, God bless Mike, putting up the vintage polkas on YouTube every day. That's a lot. That means a lot because,
it sure does.
Those were memories that, that people love to see,
They sure are, and he posted one. I got to thank him publicly. He posted one today of Scrubby and the Dynatones from back in 1999 at Pulaski Days, believe it or not.
Oh my God!
Just had a blast with the Dynatones and Scrubby. What can't you say about Scrubby? I really wish the guy was around because
me and Billy had a lot of very good times with Scrub. There's this one story I got to tell you.
Yeah, please.
We're at the Raleigh, and you guys, Dynatone just got done playing. I think it was the Power of 10 band, 89 maybe.
Okay.
So Scrubby's like, "Oh, Ricky, what are you, Billy, doing?" "Oh, nothing." So he comes in, he hangs out in our room with us, and he wasn't drinking at the time. He goes, I don't know, for some reason he said, "Oh, Rick, I'm done drinking, blah blah blah." And then me and Billy were just sitting there hanging. We fall asleep. We get up in the morning. Scrubby's up smoking a cigarette and drinking a vodka. So I don't think he quit. I don't think he quit that day.
I don't think he quit ever. But again, that was everybody
yeah.
has a signature, Rick, and I kind of think that was Scrubby's signature. It's kind of funny because hanging out in the room with Scrubby a lot of times, we'd be bunkmates, me, him, and Johnson, and you'd get up in the middle of the night, and all you would see is this red dot. And this red dot was dancing around in the air. And you know exactly what I'm saying here because it was his cigarette ash.
Oh, yeah.
Redder than all daylights. And he's just bouncing around. And you knew it was Scrubby. That's all I can say. Hey, Laura Lynn also says, hello, Rick, to you.
Hello to her.
Lynn, let's see. Who else? We've got a bunch of people here that are just hanging out with us. Rick and Jen Pianowski. You, of course, know Ricky and Jen, and of course, Debbie.
Rick and Jen are great. They love coming to the Tiki Bar.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, they have invited us. I told them Jerry and I have to get a chance to scoot down there at some point because that would be awesome. And I know they kind of frequent that place whenever they can. Most definitely. Let's see, who else did I want to make mention here? Jerry and Debbie Rymanowski, and also the captain are tuned in from Haruku's Hellraisers.
Yeah, baby. I love the Harukus. Another group that have always been so nice to me. I remember the Halloween dances up in Cohoes.
Yeah.
Going to those dances all the time, and always, Albany, just enjoy it. They do it. They did a tremendous job for Jerry and Deb and Dennis and all the people, and the captain and Charlie Tuna, and God bless Billy Bibes. We just lost Bibes. So, another place where polka music was hopping at one point for sure.
Oh, sure. You got that right. And Mike Reel says, Rick, lifetime member of the real world. Need we say more about that, huh?
Oh, God. He sets up his tent at Ocean Beach, and he brings out this yellow jug and these little shots of stuff, and it's he knows how to throw a party, that's for sure.
Wait, are we talking about this same Mike Reel from really?
yeah, believe it or not. I know.
Mike and Darlene and Michael are great people. They really are.
They're great people.
And so is
Mike,
Missy.
God bless Mike, fighting this battle, and he's doing a great job.
He sure is.
Positive energy, and he's just kicking its butt, and I love you, Mike, and keep on going, bud.
He's got everybody behind him. Some people have a few. He's got many.
Yeah. He's got a world, man. That's for sure.
Hey, Bob Szymanski says to say hello. Super fan of Rick. Bobby Szymanski. All
righty. Nice to say. Thanks for being here, Bob.
Yeah. And Jerry, do you have anybody over there in the chat room at YouTube that
I seem to have the same people, which is really cool because Romo's still hanging out with us, and so is Kevin and Salty Dog and Janet Dilly and
Romo, now that you mention Romo with the Polka Jammer, he does his shtick on Tuesday afternoons, Saturday mornings, if you can get up in the morning. Sometimes Jerry and I are able to do that. We listen to him on the Polka Jammer. But you and Paul, Rick, have been friends for quite a while, haven't you?
Yeah, Paul, and Paul and I, I really got to know him at, Paul wanted us through a party up at his place, and I got to know Paul there. And then, he lives only 3 hours from me.
Yeah.
So we, us being, further away from polka music now, we have a real strong bond. His shows in his chat room, we have like a bunch of us that get up, we set our clocks, religiously to get up to listen to his show. There's, Ray Buchilic Jr., Davey and Cheryl Adams, Greg Dursky, a bunch of us, Greg Russo. We all, because it's a lot of live music, and his live music just brings back so many memories.
Isn't that the truth?
It keeps us more, keeps us involved. But we can't be physically involved as much anymore. But we still, listen, it's in our blood. It's never going away.
Well, between Kevin Panner and also Romo, definitely they have kept us supplied. I got to tell you this. When Jerry and I first started to do this back on Facebook, which was during COVID, and we can talk a little bit about COVID too, how that disrupted everybody's lives. But
sure.
Jerry and I had decided, well, we're going to go ahead and play some stuff with the bands that were going to be performing for Dingus Day here in during COVID for Dingus. And I reached out to the bands and I said, hey, is there any way possible you guys can send us some live material? Well, they did. Well, Romo was one of the guys that tuned in that particular weekend because we did a, Sunday and a Monday. And then after that, we reached out to Barb, God bless her and God rest her soul, with the USPA. And we said, Barb, since everything is kind of shut down, we noticed that you posted that. Would you have any objections for us, doing a live broadcast on Facebook for the USPA? And she says, Rob and Jerry, let me call you back in about an hour. The phone rings 15 minutes later. She says, it's a go. I talked to everybody. Yeah, let's do it. Well, I reached out to those bands, too, that were going to be performing at the USPA. And right away, who comes knocking on the Facebook door was Paul Romanowski. He said, hey, if you need any material, you let me know, buddy. I am here now. Paul and I go way back to the early 1980s when his dad used to run dances. In Michigan. And, it's just so nice that this polka community still is holding together everything since the 60s and 70s. Now we have a population that is starting to deteriorate, which we understand that. But like Lenny says, you got to keep the polka music alive, keep it in your heart, and support it as much as you can, and support not only the bands and the music, but your heritage too, because the heritage is never going to go away. Never going to go away. And it's, this music just, I don't know, since I was just a kid, polkas equals happiness. That's what it kind of to me. It just, you know what I mean? It puts a smile. Puts a smile on my face every time I hear it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now, how long have you been living down in South Carolina? Oh, I've been here 4 years. 2021, I moved down here. So let me just I want to get back to. Please. So I left Connecticut in 1990. So in 1989, I met Sabra Thomas. You remember Sabra? You know Sabra Thomas, I believe? Yes, correct. Well, I met her at Seven Springs. We hit it off. We started dating for a year, and I said, you know what? I'm sick of traveling. I'm just going to move up to Binghamton. So August of 1990, I moved up to Binghamton. Okay. I moved in with her mom, Bonnie and Bill, and her sister Tammy. God rest their souls. Unfortunately, all three have passed. We just lost Tammy recently, so God bless you, Tammy. Unfortunately, things didn't work out, Saber and I, but I still, stayed in the Binghamton area. I met my now ex-wife, but we had two great children, two daughters, Carly and Kyle Koritkowski. One lives out in Sacramento, and one lives in Jersey. They're both doing great. Not huge into polkas, but they've been to Pillar Polka-bration. They went when he had it at the casino at Foxwoods one year in Connecticut. But they've been to and they went to Seven Springs when they were little kids, and they really, really had a fun time there. They were exposed to it, but they just didn't get into it. I probably should have pushed them a little more, but I didn't. But you know what? They still know their dad's crazy about it. That's all. And that's all that matters. Now, we also have a guy here. You probably know him, Jim Weglicki. Wiggs is here, and he says, I'm watching from the goat farm. I tell you, he's another great guy. Just tell us about a lot of fun. Always there for you. Whenever, he's flown into Myrtle Beach. He's picked me up from the airport. He was coming in, and he picked me up, or I picked him up. I can't remember what it was. But, yeah, just another great polka fan. And, I met him, years and years ago. I don't know if it was at Polka-bration through the duo. I can't remember. Or Diane Rogozinski and the Dynamic Duo back in the day. But wow. Now you're dating yourself. Holy smokes. Yeah. Well, Robin, 56, I lived, man, we really certainly did live vintage years of the polka music field. We were fortunate. I talked to Lenny at one of the dances that he performed down in Dunkirk, New York. And I talked to Lenny and I said, Lenny, I am fortunate, and he said he is too, that he lived during an era that you can't replace, Rick. I mean, for these young kids that are getting involved in polkas now, and you take a look at the videos from Pulaski, Wisconsin, and you wonder, boy, if we could just get a tenth of those kids to come out to a lot of these local festivals, it would be super. Right. But you're seeing all these young kids, and you have to stand back and say, guys, you're having a good time now, but you're having the time of your lives the same way that we, the old timers, I'll be 67 in August, actually.
God bless you,
And, we had a lot of fun going to see Lenny, Wally, Happy, Louie.
Louie was such a pleasure to see. Oh, my God, he was, and it's just, even, Mass Brass, you name it, the bands, New England. We had so many bands to choose from, you know what I mean? And it was every weekend. It was great.
You have Nick Nido. You have Nick Nido that's on here from the Mass Brass saying hello.
Nicky's great. Nicky and Val used to, they used to travel an hour up to Binghamton to see me when I used to work at House of Reardon. And Chuck Triani used to come and get together with them.
He's another one. Yeah.
Al and Don used to come down from Syracuse, and they all kind of congregated at the House of Reardon, and got together. And I love Nick and Val. They're great people.
Yeah. And, of course, Hank Marzahowski and his lovely missus are here checking
Hank.
out
Thanks
checking
for tuning
out the
in,
show.
Hank.
Yeah. Dana Lindblad is tuning in as well.
Thank you.
All of the all the folks that you mean a lot to, Rick. So you said you've been down there for 4 years. You've kind of been out of the polka scene other than, the Connecticut rendezvous that you do every year. But we've got to get you out to another Dingus Day. Jerry and I just talked about that a little while ago. And, we've got to kidnap you and get you up here for one of Val's Dingus Day events.
Well, yeah, I think it's very much in the making now because, COVID kind of, that there was that 5 or 6 year period where, it kind of, but now it looks like it's all cranked back up again, and and then Val's got his Millennium going, and so it's time to come back. I think it's time to come back and bring the shoes back.
And bring the shoes back. That's exactly what Jerry was just laughing about, because she saw a picture of the shoes on one of the screens up and coming here. But again,
my favorite weekend of the year, Dingus Day, always. It always will be. I mean, Buffalo it's got my heart on that weekend for sure.
Yeah. And you visited a couple of places, not just Polish Villa 2 and not just the Millennium Hotel back in the day, but you...
Leonard Post, which isn't there anymore.
Yeah.
Clinton Street Bar and Grill, which is not there anymore.
Oh, yeah, that was a fun time, wasn't it?
Right. Oh, I love that place. And then Stallions. We go with Stallions. I think Stallions is still there, but I love to go in there. Goodot played there. John Goodot played there a lot.
He played there every single Dingus Day. Yes, you are right.
Yeah. But just Buffalo. I mean, you name it. And then all the Falcons. The Pew. Then you go to Potts. I mean, you just everywhere in Buffalo. It's Dingus Day. It's the best. There's no question about it.
Okay, now Wiggs is asking a personal question, and I don't know if you really want to answer this or not, but Jerry's laughing because you can see it on the screen. What size are the shoes?
They're your feet won't fit. 11 and a half.
Oh, that's priceless. Yeah, he'd probably have to stuff some paper in the toes to get them to fit for him. Anyhow,
I don't know if they're wide enough for Wiggs.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
Love you, Wiggs. Love you, Wiggs.
Yeah. Well, him and Kathy. I mean, again, just super people.
Oh my God. Listen, this. I've met the best people. From all over the place, and it's molded my life. I'm telling you, pretty much. I mean, I might not be involved in it as much, but it's still like 80% of my. You know what I mean? It's just, it's what makes me happy, and these people are great, and the music and everything. I love it.
What was the most memorable place that you went that involved polkas. Maybe you were dancing, maybe you weren't, but of course, okay, let me put this another way. You weren't professionally dancing with a group, but you've always been dancing. What is your favorite, most memorable place that you've attended? And it could be maybe because of the amount of people or the sound of the bands or whatever, but what was the most memorable?
Well,
to you,
I'm going to take you back to about 1987, Three Rivers, Massachusetts.
Ooh.
Eddie Blazonczyk's playing, and the crowd was unbelievable. Eddie he played an extra hour. It rained, the sun came out. It rained, the sun came out. But boy, was that band just absolutely cranking. And Three Rivers was kind of a home base for us too. That wasn't very far from where I was, only maybe an hour from where I grew up. So yeah, I'd have to say that dance, 1987, that was definitely a memorable dance.
Yeah.
And there is another dance that I remember of. Now, this is kind of embarrassing for me, but I am going to still say it. So I was in a dance group, and we're performing at a wedding.
Okay.
And I don't know, I'm 5, 6 years old, 6, 7 years old maybe, and I'm dancing with the bride's mom, who I unfortunately stepped on her dress, and we both fell into the centerpiece water fountain at the wedding.
Oh, that is priceless, dude.
Yeah, no cell phones back then.
Oh, yeah, so only the photographer was the one who got the nice picture of that. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
But, I've just been fortunate to be able to go to all these dances and all these venues and to meet all these people. And it's, it just warms my heart.
Yeah,
this whole field.
Mike Fadella is watching, Marcia Kittris, Ashley Torres. I mean, just a whole bunch of folks here are just lighting up Facebook for you, and also YouTube. It's just crazy. It really is.
Well, I appreciate you all. I don't know if I can't mention you all, but I really do. I every time I see everybody, it's the best feeling in the world. And you don't see these people for such a long time, but you never forget what happened down the road. And it's like you just saw them, yesterday. So that's another great thing about this whole thing.
Yeah, and Wiggs is chiming in again. He said, "Oh gosh, the shoes are too small for him," and then he also made mention. This is good as well. He said after you announced that you stepped on the bride's mom's gown and you just took out the.
Took a swing.
Anyhow, he said that's why you never made the Rockettes. He has a sick mind. You know that?
Yes, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I love the guy.
Yeah. I think that's one of the reasons why we all love him. Hey, Val Dingus Day is tuned in too, believe it or not. So Val Bukowski is here.
Love you, Val. Great. Thanks for bringing Dingus Day back, Val.
I think that you, sir, Rick, have opened up a can of worms, because we have been interviewing, first of all, it started out with the band leaders. Then it went to the sidemen, the musicians. Now you're picking this up, and, I can just see futuristic interviews where we're talking with people like Wiggs and other people on the broadcasts. Okay, maybe they played an instrument, maybe they didn't, but the stories, just like you today, the stories that you hold so near and dear to your heart and in your memory, and now you're just revealing just some of this, not even all of it. I mean, we could probably talk for another hour, Rick.
Yeah,
but,
I know.
Now, hey, I'm going to ask you this, and you really shouldn't divulge the name, but what do you do for a living down there?
Oh, I happen to work at a tiki bar.
Okay.
And right on the beach. And I work from April to November.
Okay.
And then I do work at another place, but just on the weekends. And then, so I go from working 6 days a week for 6 months to working 2 days a week for 6 months. So
gotcha.
Kind of like a semi, And I play a lot of golf in the wintertime down here.
Oh,
Myrtle
there
Beach
you go.
Myrtle Beach in the wintertime is beautiful.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
But I've been bartending. I've been behind the bar since I was 8. I've been doing this for 38 years now. So
wow.
I started at a place in Essex, Connecticut. There was a restaurant called Oliver's Tavern.
Okay.
It's not there anymore. Not there anymore. But and then I moved up. Then I moved to Binghamton in '90. I worked all nightclubs, sports bars, fine dining, college bars, and then great people up in Binghamton. I loved it. Great. They had some awesome halls up there. Fountains Pavilion. They used to have the Knights of Columbus is up there. St. Michael's.
Yeah.
They used to have a lot of great dances in Binghamton.
Oh yeah.
And I'm sure you played there before, Robin, in a lot of those places.
The New Brass, I remember hearing and seeing in Binghamton, because I believe a gentleman, Steve Litwin, and his wife Adele used to bring bands out to there. And boy, that's another guy that we miss. They did a real nice concertina jam session at Seven Springs, and so much we want to thank the Wozunchek family for quarterbacking that and for putting in our favorite quarterback as well, and that of course is Richie Benkowski, because you saw the videos with that. Yeah, you saw the videos with that, and we tried to get Richie on many times, and it was it was proof positive that we got him on just before Seven Springs, because he was ecstatic about it and so excited even as it was happening and after it was happening. Hey, Marianne Bozinski says to say hello from the Michigan
Marianne.
Rowdies. And also, let's see here. Timothy Raymond says, story of kissing the ground in Poland. Okay, so now he's just opened up another can of worms here.
Well, it was always my dream to go to Poland. So I met Evita. I mean, you guys remember Evita? I met at Dingus Day.
Yeah.
We were a couple for a while.
Yeah.
She asked me if I wanted to go to Poland because her cousin was getting married. I go, my jaw dropped when I hit the ground because I always wanted to go to Poland. So I said yes. I mean, I didn't even hesitate. I'm like, yes. All right. So 2016, we fly over. I get off the plane, get into the car. I get to her mom's house. I get out of the car and I go to my knees and I kiss the ground. Yeah, I mean, I kissed the ground. I mean, I was so happy to be the place that I always really wanted to go to as a kid, and I couldn't believe it was real at the time. So, but yes, I was very fortunate, and I spent 18 days over there. And I went to go. She lived on the west coast of Poland. Went to Warsaw. Went to Menezdroje. Went to the to the Baltic Sea. And just, what a beautiful country. I'd love to go back again.
Oh, wow.
So that's the whole story with getting out and kissing the ground in Poland. You're welcome, Tim.
Yeah. Hey, and I do want to say this, Rick, publicly as well. You have brought a lot of non-polka people into YouTube, into the chat room today, and we thank you so much for that. We'd love to have them stop in periodically every once in a while. Make sure that they click the subscribe button, and we'd love to have them here. And I take it some of those people are they're probably not going to want me to say this, but they're your friends down there.
Yeah, a lot of people checking in from Binghamton. Like, I was there for 30 years in Binghamton. I mean, I was there for a long time.
Wow.
So a lot of people checking in from there. It's I like to make friends with everybody. You know what I mean? Sometimes things in the polka field get a little blah blah blah. Yep. I'm everybody's friend.
Yep. Yes, you are, Rick. Hey, Rick, I'm going to ask you two questions here that we love to ask during our interviews. Now, this probably may or may not hold water with you, but do you have a favorite breakdown story that you can share with us? At least one. Maybe you were going to a dance, or
I got a story. We didn't break down, but okay. So me, myself, Liz, Vic, Pete Darzinski, Billy, and Mike. We meet at Ludlow because we're going to Albany for a dance. So we're going to meet in Ludlow, park the car, or one. We're going to follow up. So we get to Ludlow, and Liz and Vic's brakes on the car are shot.
Oh,
not working.
Oh.
And we're like, well, I can't remember who's playing now. But you know, we're going. It don't matter. We're going. So I had a 1987 Chevy Nova that Mike Theus's brother Joe sold to me. So we got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 7 people in the Chevy Nova and drove.
Wow. Now I'm starting to get a little bit. You're breaking up again. I don't know if you maybe moved from
sure.
where you were sitting, but if you could, if you wouldn't mind repeating what you just said.
Oh, I said, okay. So we're. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes.
All right. So Vic, Liz, Billy, myself, and Mike and Pete, we all meet at Ludlow because we're going to Albany for a dance.
Okay.
We get to the Ludlow, but the Vic and Liz's brakes are gone. They're not working. So we're not missing the dance. So we all pile into my 1987 Chevy Nova that I just bought brand new from Joe Theus, Mike's brother. I just bought the car from, brand new.
Love that car.
And, we get 7 of us, and we drove to Albany, from Ludlow to Albany. And just one quick thing, we stopped to pay a toll because you had to pay the tolls by hand back then. And the person just looks in our car and just shakes their head. And see.
Well, now hold on. If memory serves me correctly, I don't know a lot about cars, but didn't that Chevy Nova have a bench seat back then?
No, it did have it was just a back seat and 2 fronts, like 2 separate seats. Yeah, it wasn't. It was the newer model, though. The newer '87. It was a 4-door small car. It wasn't very big at all.
Okay, gotcha. I am thinking I'm dating myself with the earlier models.
No. So to get all of us into the car, it was kind of hilarious, but we weren't missing the dance.
That is funny. Holy
so that's not a breakdown story, but
No, but it's definitely a funny one. Now,
yeah.
Also, Jerry, who asked the question here?
Vic.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mr. Vic Dardzinski, another good friend of yours and mine. We got to get him on for an interview at some point. But he's asking. He says, "Ask Rick if he remembers Vic and Liz's wedding." Now, I'm sure this is going to take up a couple of minutes, so go right ahead. Hey, you're here for as long as you want to be, Rick. This is great. We're having fun. We're having a lot of fun.
Great. We have a great wedding. We're at the I think it was at Wright's Farm in Rhode Island, and just a great time. I'm double fisting drinks.
No, you?
Probably not the best thing to do, but. Yeah, so in the receiving line, I'm a little sloppy, this and that. Well, everybody's leaving the dance and out through the side door, and there's a brick wall, and guess who's hanging over the brick wall? Kind of like, not in good shape. And everybody's patting me on the back, so I will never drink Captain Morgan again.
It was a finger painting class, right?
And so they get me back to the hotel room. They leave me there because they're going to the after-hour parties. I go, they're going to leave Ricky here. He'll be okay. So, they left me and went to the after-hours party. So,
geez.
That's my best friend.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the stories that we could tell are endless. The people that you meet are endless. I mean, it's just, it's the best thing that ever happened to me.
Yeah.
Besides, my family and everything. Polka music is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Yeah, well, same here. I have to admit, it is a huge family for me. And I don't know where I would be without that. And then, of course, I met Jerry and my, world, just went down. No, my world, 15 years we have been celebrating our relationship, and we just got married last year. We just celebrated a year already. But what fun. What a lot of fun we have had. And
we wouldn't have met without the music.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. And that is that song that John Zalasko wrote.
Right.
Where would we be without polkas? A world without polkas. It's crazy.
Oh my God, it is really crazy because
that's where we met everybody, Rick.
Exactly. Like, it's meant the world. Like, it's meant the world to me, and to try to keep this great, happy, awesome music going,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, no, I definitely hear you. And also, in conclusion here, I also want to say one more thing. What would Rick Koritkowski say to somebody? They're fresh right out of the box. They don't know anything about polka music. What would you tell them in just a simple paragraph, Rick, to get them to come out to a dance just once, just one time?
Well, I'm just going to tell them exactly how I felt. Hey, listen, this music molded my life. It made me meet great people, and you're always going to be happy at a polka dance. So just give it a try. You never know who you're going to meet. You never know if you're going to like it or not. And you know what? It just takes maybe just that one song, and you're hooked. And maybe not hooked as we are, but at least you're giving it a shot. And I brought in several people to festivals and stuff that have never gone before. And it's just recently down in Florida, my cousin Michael and his wife Shelly were there, and they never saw the live polka music. So we were at the Green Parrot for the jam band before the cruise, and they were like, "We didn't realize this is what this was all about." I'm like, "Yeah, this is what it's all about." Yeah. So, yeah,
that's great. Yeah. At least give it a try.
Right.
As Lenny Gomulka said in one of his previous songs that got everybody going crazy, everybody needs a little push now and then, and that's
absolutely.
Hey, but Andy Borick says, Rick, great to hear your voice. Miss you, buddy.
Andy, another great guy out of the Jersey way. Always a great supporter of polka music, and just another one. If it wasn't for that, I would have never met him. You know what I mean? It's just one big circle. That you know what I mean? It's like,
it sure is. Hey, well, Rick, Jerry and I, it was a pleasure, an extreme pleasure to talk to you tonight. But let's do this. Let's maybe put it in our memory banks that we don't just talk and then we don't see you for another couple of years. Let's at least chat once in a while. You've got my number, I've got yours, and we'll definitely do that and keep in touch.
Yeah, and you can, anybody wants to chat, you find me in all the chat rooms, all out there and all the great stations out there, Polka Jammer, Polka, everything, everybody keeping polkas going, please. Yes. Love you all.
Yeah.
Thanks for all tuning in. Thank you very much. I love you all.
Hey, love you too, Rick. God bless you, and we will see you soon. We promise that.
You got it. Thank you, guys.
All right, buddy. Love you, pal.
Love you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Boy, what a great prelude to this song, huh?
And if you'd like for love expected from us. Everybody, 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 everybody needs a little push now and then. Everybody, 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 everybody needs a little help from a friend. Everybody, 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 everybody needs a little push now and then. Everybody, 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 everybody needs a little help from a friend.
Oh, everybody needs a little push now and then. Hey, we cannot thank Mr. Rick Koritkowski enough for joining us today. We went a little bit over, but I think everybody really enjoyed from what I see here. Barb Bukowski said, great interview. Pat Mazer says, love his stories. And again, Susie Howard also said, great interview. A very good interview. Hopefully we will see you on Dingus Day in Buffalo, Rick. That comes from Chris Tansky, our Buffalo Polka Booster president. Oh, good gosh. Just, and Val even said, love the pictures of Rick with John Valby. And Rick needs to come back to Dingus Day. Well, I think Val, he's going to be doing that this year, or should I say next year already. And again, we thank you guys for tuning us in. You guys are always awesome to do this. We're going to say hi to Matt and Tara Misiak. They are here. Rick alluded to something, Jerry, and it's like, it brought back a lot of memories of Mr. John Zalasko Jr., who wrote this song. And it's called Life Without Polkas. And you really have to stop and think about all of that he was talking about, because it's true. Where would we be? I mean, I wouldn't have met you if it weren't for polkas and it weren't for Larry. But just a whole bunch of people.
We have some amazing friends that we have met through polka.
Through polka music.
And
exactly. I agree.
Would not have met them otherwise.
Agreed.
Not just romantic relationships.
No,
I mean, those
that's...
two, but there are a lot that you look at somebody, even on Facebook, you'll see something, you'll go, oh, look how great that is. So-and-so became a grandparent. But you don't see them day to day, but you do wish them well. No, you really don't. And I do want to say hello to John and also to Nancy Fomenko. They were able to tune in and got a chance to catch the broadcast today with Rick. And oddly enough, I think that kind of started some stuff, because now we have Mr. John Fomenko that's going to be joining us. Looks like, how about September the 28th? Well, I'm going to be putting that into the log very, very soon here. So Rick joined us today, the 20th. Next Sunday, we do not have anybody. And that there's reasons for that. We are going to be doing some stuff, getting ready for that big pool party, which is going to be taking place on August the 2nd at an undisclosed location. Marcia Kittra says, very true, Jerry, what you said, that we wouldn't have met a lot of these people. And you wouldn't keep up with them. Exactly. If it wasn't for social media. That's exactly. Which a lot of, there's a lot of junk going on in social media right now, but and I don't go on as often as I should, but like once a week or two. I'll go through everybody, and I'll be like, "Oh, look at what happened the last couple of weeks with that one."
But
or,
Marcia, I wouldn't have met Marcia Kittredge without knowing John, her husband.
That's true.
An
And
amazing
that was
drummer.
music.
Yeah, and just, but again, you're right. Polka music.
Yeah.
That's all it has been, at least for me, anyhow. Hey, so on August the 3rd, we are going to be talking live with Stasio Statter.
Yay!
That is going to be awesome.
That'll be a great
And
interview.
I'm just taking a look through here. Paul Romanowski just sent a great interview.
Well,
And thank you, Mr. Romanowski. So let's see. Stasio joins us on the 3rd. We still have the 10th open of August, but on the 17th of August, we're going to be talking with Paul Fuda. And that's going to be an amazing time.
Somebody had asked when you were talking with him. So, Janet, there's your answer.
Yeah. So Paul Fuda is going to be joining us on August the 17th. So that'll be kind of fun. The 24th, we do not have a show because that is the day before my birthday. And we're going to...
We got some plans.
we got some stuff to do, yeah. And unfortunately, you have to work that Sunday,
do. I
that
have
particular
to work
Sunday
that
morning. But we are definitely going to be doing
It's
some
also
other
during
stuff.
Zabava, so if
Yes.
we get things done early enough, we may head out there.
And I stand corrected because on August the 10th, I forgot to put it in here. Do you know who we're talking with on August the 10th?
Not till you tell me.
None other than Mr. Larry Trojak.
Oh, awesome.
From the
I didn't know you
Dynatones
locked
and
that in.
now the Live It Up
Nice.
polka band
Very nice.
out of Minnesota. If you got a chance to catch them on YouTube or social media, through Facebook, a lot of people, Rinda Cribbins, a lot of people were showing some videos. Christine Kapinowski, just to mention a couple of people there. They were videotaping. Why do I say videotaping? They were Facebook Living the Live It Up band, and it is so cool because it's nice to catch the old Little Wally stuff.
He's also going to be playing locally, isn't
Oh,
he?
yes, that's right. July the 26th, he's going to be performing at Cheektowaga Town Park
So
with
next
the Live It
weekend.
Up Polka Band next weekend. So maybe, just maybe, we'll try to get a chance to sneak out there and say hello to him. But let's see, who else do we have? So August 10th and August the 17th is Paul Fuda. The 24th, we do not have anything. On September the 7th, Mr. Matt Rosinski is going to be here chatting with us. And let's see here. I had something here on September the 28th that says Home Depot, but I think that's when my payments due. So, yeah, it is. That's
Yeah, it's a Saturday.
I don't have separate calendars for all my stuff. So that Hey, and also check this out. On October the 5th, Pete Perucci is going to be talking live with us here on Polkas After Dark. So we got a great lineup, folks. We want to play a few more songs. We just mentioned this. John Zalasko, Where Would We Be? Life Without Polkas. Here's Prime Drive. Hey, this, of course, features Vic Dardzinski on drums. If anybody wants to know, yay, I do. I do.
Just stop and think what polka music means to folks like you and me. A weekend polka dance, there's no place I'd rather be. Just think of all the good times you have shared with your friends. If you're like me, you'll hope those good times never end. I'd hate to see what life would be like without polkas. The music that I've always loved, it means so much to me. I'd hate to see how life would be for polka fans like you and me. I'd hate to see what life would be like without polkas. and think, would you have met your guy? Would I have met my girl? When you and I have ever met outside this polka world. Polkas bring togetherness to friends and family. Without polkas, think how different life would be. I'd hate to see what life would be like without polkas. The music that I've always loved, it means so much to me. I'd hate to see how life would be for polka fans like you and me. I'd hate to see what life would be like without polkas.
Polka music at its finest right here. You're watching Polkas After Dark. Now, here's a word from Jerry and Russ.
How are you tonight?
I'm great, thank you.
And where would you like to have dinner tonight?
Well, Russell's, of course.
Why, thank you so much.
And that, of course, was Jerry's 60th birthday celebration over there at Russell's Steaks, Chops, and More with the family. It was a lot of fun. You know, we play this all the time, too, with you, but I think I'm going to give myself ample time here. Hey, kids, looking for something to do on the weekend? Well, look no further. Join Jerry and I on Polkas After Dark on YouTube.com every Saturday from 7 to 9 p.m. and Sundays from 5 to 7 right here. This is where the crazy people meet on the weekend to have fun, and if you're crazy just like us, then you've come to the right place. Polkas After Dark. YouTube.com.
Oh, so cute. Look at them chubby little cheeks.
Yeah, okay, that's right. Okay, yeah, all right, that was fun.
Chubby little cheeks.
That was fun. Okay. Hey, you guys saw something and heard something yesterday. We've got to make sure we play it right now. Here is Mr. Jimmy Weber to tell you all about Frankenmuth.
Just when you thought it was safe to go back on the dance floor. For 22 years, polka music in Michigan was calm. Chicken dance hats were safe, there was plenty of beer for everyone. But in August 2025, at the Music Fest in Frankenmuth, Michigan, all of that changes. On Saturday, August 9th, for a single night, Jimmy Weber and the Sounds are back. The Sounds Still Alive in 2025 tour begins and ends right there. Come join the band while they play their hits and your favorites. This includes Moab, the mother of all polkas, Up in the Attic Once Again medley. If you are brave or crazy enough, come out early before the beer is gone and witness this strange event. Hope to see you all there.
And the guy, the guy is still sick after all these years too. I thought he would be.
That was cool.
I thought he would be institutionalized, but then he wasn't. Tara came to his rescue. Now they're living in Florida, just having themselves a wonderful time. Hey, but let's go ahead and bring up Mr. Mark Jansen to tell everybody about everything else that's going on at the Summer Music Fest that's coming up after our pool party, by the way, on August 2nd.
Yeah.
This is August 6th through the 9th. Jimmy Weber, of course, with the Sounds, is performing on August the 9th, the Saturday. But let's go ahead and let everybody know what else is going on. Mr. Mark Jansen, take it away. Take it away, Mark. Mark, that's your cue. Take it.
It's time to make plans for the Summer Music Fest in Frankenmuth, Michigan. Join us August 6th through the 9th for Summer Music Fest 2025. 4 days with some of the nation's most popular polka bands, including Polka Family, Frankie Lischka and Blue Magic, polka country musicians, Lenny Gomulka and the Chicago Push, New Brass Express, Stephanie, America's Polka Sweetheart, Dennis Polisky and the Maestro's Men, John Gura and Gorali, Buffalo's Concertina All-Stars, Michael Costa and The Beat, Jimmy Weber and the Sounds, and the Dinah vs. Stick Tone Airs, held in the huge 28,000 square foot Harvey Kern Pavilion with the biggest dance floor around. Music, drinks, food, friends, and fun are all part of Frankenmuth, Michigan's #1 tourist attraction and one of the nation's premier polka events, the Summer Music Fest. For all the information, go to frankenmuthfestivals.com or call us at 1-800-FUN-FEST. The Summer Music Fest in Frankenmuth, Michigan, August 6th through the 9th. The Summer Music Fest is brought to you in part by Drury Hotels and Fabiano Brothers.
And again, that's going to be a great time. If you haven't made your reservations, kids, you hear me say this. I stress this all the time for all the events. If you haven't made your reservations yet, please, by all means, get yourself on the telephone, call, make a reservation. That's all you got to do, because if for one reason or another you can't make it out there, all you have to do is call and cancel your reservation. Say, hey, I'm not going to be able to make it. You know, my car's old. It's not gonna make it there. And, you know, Mark Jansen didn't give us any extra money for auto repairs, get the brakes done, get the oil changed or anything like that. So, hey, speaking of oil changes and stuff like that, say hi to Steve Gramala down in Dunkirk. He is our mechanic extraordinaire. We do cheat on him, though, with oil changes, because he really doesn't have time to do a lot of that stuff. But, you know, we got our oil changed today in both vehicles, so that was nice. Took a total of about an hour and 15 minutes for both vehicles. They put more oil in mine than they did yours. I don't know why, because they're both the same size engine, but okay. Hey, once again, we do need to remind you that Summer Music Fest coming up August the 6th through the 9th. And take a look at that lineup, folks. What a great lineup that is going to be. And, oh gosh, you know, Blue Magic is going to be performing there as well. And here is another tune off of their brand new recording, Into the Blue, that will be available at Frankenmuth for sale off the bandstand. You can also purchase your copy by going to bluemagicband.com. So bluemagicband.com. And you have one of two choices. You can either get yours by sending $20 or paying online, and that will include shipping, or do what Jerry and I do. We love now going online and paying one flat price and downloading the information right into our computer, so we have it, songs just like this.
It's been
I'll come running to you. That is the sound of Frankie Lishka, Blue Magic. Frankie didn't actually sing that one because I don't think he can sing that high anymore.
Might.
Yeah. But that's the lovely Stacy Mattis Morris. Stacy Morris Mattis. That's Stacy on the vocal for you guys.
Oh, like Zababa. We like Zababa. Our favorite Polish band.
Yes, it's our Holy Trinity Zababa, August 22nd, 23rd, and 24th in Erie, featuring the award-winning Dynabrass on Friday night, the Marvels and Cosmics on Saturday afternoon, Dennis Polisky and the Maestros Band on Saturday night, and the Polka Country Musicians on Sunday. Don't miss all the wonderful homemade Polish food you love so much. Free parking with shuttle service, and of course, free admission. Come and enjoy beautiful Erie, PA, and our Holy Trinity Zabava at 23rd and Reed in Erie, August 22nd, 23rd, and 24th.
We'll have a party, so come out to Erie. You'll make some new friends too. I end up a knitting who loves the Baba. It's our favorite Polish fest.
Yes, Zabava, as Mr. Kenny Olowin mentioned on Friday night. It's these guys right here. We're going to send this one out because she is a huge, huge Dynabrass fan. Do you have any idea who we're sending this out to?
That's going out to Janet Dilly.
How did you know?
Because I know things.
Well, we're all having fun with friends. We don't want this night to end. We want to hear you sing along. If you know the words, let's sing the song. One for the road, let's sing it one more time. There's nothing like a polka tune. Leave those blues behind.
one for Janet Dilly. That's one called One for the Road polka. And that, of course, is the Dyna Brass. And oh, geez, I hit the wrong button. Well, I guess Janet's going to get a twofer here. Here's the Dyna Brass with a tune called The Green Dress Polka. I think Happy Louie did this originally, and Dynasonics from Pennsylvania did it too. About a little bit of Dennis Polisky's Maestro's Men right here on Polkas After Dark, dancing Johnny Obetic.
Przyszliśmy się tu zabawić i nasz
jeszcze raz. Hulaj Jasiu, hulaj Kasiu, niecie dobry czas. Hulaj każdy wraz, hulaj jeszcze raz. Oj, jak to ładnie wesoło, wszyscy tańcują wokoło, a się podłoga ugina, niechaj użyje dziewczyna. Hulaj Jasiu, hulaj Kasiu, niecie dobry czas. Hulaj każdy wraz, hulaj jeszcze raz. Hulaj Jasiu, hulaj Kasiu, niecie dobry czas. Hulaj każdy wraz, hulaj jeszcze raz. Zabawmy się, gdyśmy przyszli, żebyśmy weseli wyszli, żeby się serce cieszyło, że tego tańca włożyło. Hulaj Jasiu, hulaj Kasiu, niecie dobry czas. Hulaj każdy wraz, hulaj jeszcze raz. Hulaj Jasiu, hulaj Kasiu, niecie dobry czas. Hulaj każdy wraz, hulaj jeszcze raz.
Yeah, that, of course, is Jackie Libero on the vocal with Dennis Polisky's Maestro's Men, a little bit of Dancing Johnny. You know what, Jerry? We also had a request to play a little bit of that video by Mr. Rogers. People seem to like that. I don't know why or what they like about it, but let's go ahead and see if we can't locate that and bring that up here. Mr. Rogers, you know, from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that's what I'm frantically looking for now. Hey, but while I'm looking for that, why don't you tell them a little bit about what's happening at the... Yeah, I'm going to show the baby anyhow.
Oh, he's
'cause
so
I think
cute.
he's just awesome, isn't he?
Emo.
Yeah.
He's gorgeous.
Yeah, Emil, so go ahead and let them know a little bit about that pool party that's coming up, because it's right around the corner. Well, not right around the corner.
Yeah, we're doing a live broadcast,
yes.
so everybody will be able to be a part of the pool party.
Yes.
And we get together with some friends, and they're awesome enough to host the party. So we say, okay, we're gonna do live broadcast. So we're looking forward to that. It's going to be so much fun.
Yes.
Eat, drink, be merry, and listen to awesome polkas.
Yeah, that's all you got to do. And again, we're sorry, but it is by invitation only, so we cannot disclose the physical address of where this is going to be. But we do want to make sure that you tune us in.
And we're not in charge of the guest list. I just want that out there.
No, we are not in charge of guest list. You are correct, Amondo. Well, you know what? I unfortunately can't find... Oh, there it is. I was able to find it now. I wonder what song he's going to play today.
I don't know.
Plug it in. I'll just show you how it works. Play this, and you'll see what it sounds like.
He's a fan of Stashka Lonka. Or at least he is right now. Yeah, we don't know why you guys keep coming back for more. This show is not doing what it's supposed to do. Hey, hi to Don Zastav and Romanzo.
Siadłem się na konika karego. Wykręciłem wąsika, siadłem się na konika karego.
Hey, folks.
Thank you very much and God bless you. Thank you.
Yeah, of course, Stash Galanka with the Chicago Masters. Of course, you can tell that was a live recording. Thank you so much there, Paul Romo. Hey, we always say at this time of the evening, Jerry and I, we thank you ever so much for putting us on. If you've been listening in your car, thanks you for the ride. Hey, Polkas After Dark, we're going to finish the broadcast off tonight. Another band that's going to be performing over there at the Summer Music Fest in Frankenmuth, Michigan, and you don't want to forget about this band either. They have a bunch of people that are going on a bus trip from the Buffalo, New York area. That should be a lot of fun as you guys get on board the bus. But here is a band from Buffalo, New York called the Buffalo Concertina All-Stars. Here is the late Bobby Zielinski singing In the Woods as a polka. Hey, thanks again to Rick Koritkowski for coming on here and sharing his life history with Polkas After Dark. We love you, buddy. Take care. Have a great week.
Ja stoję dziewczynie, konie obiecuję. Ona se dla niego, ona se dla niego, ona se dla niego stajkę buduje. Ona se dla niego, ona se dla niego, ona se dla niego stajkę buduje. Puść konie do koni, chodźmy oba do nie. Chodźmy oba do nie, bo się mi spodoba, bo się mi spodoba, bo się mi spodoba, pieszonek szczekuje, bo się mi spodoba, bo się mi spodoba, bo się mi spodoba, pieszonek szczekuje. Hej! Ojciec mi powiedział, kuj se synu konia, ja mu odpowiedział, pierwsze mi jest żona. Ja mu odpowiedział, pierwsze mi jest żona. Jeszcze nie zapomnę ojcowki natury, czapeczka na boku, wążyki do góry. Czapeczka na boku, wążyki do góry. Here we go!
Yeah, we're going to catch you next week, Saturday, for sure, kids. So make sure you join us here on Polkas After Dark. Okay, pull the plug.